One more other guy that I had trouble with, that I had like what we call a dressing room fight.
Right.
That was Paul Roma with the WWF. He had a chip on his shoulder that he was really upset with the office, and now Paul and I, we get along great. We get along fantastic. That he called me Buckwheat one night, and there was no need for him to call me Buckwheat. He didn't even really know me that well.
Right.
So I asked him about it. I said, Paul, why don't you call me Buckwheat? He said, where you are.
Huh.
And man, just like that, he didn't give me no other alternative to retaliate on him. And we got to fighting in Chicago dressing room, at the Rosemont Horizon. And after that, we had our little spew, and we kind of got along.
What happened between you and Koko B? Ware?
Really strange. Chicago, Illinois, Rosemont Horizon. I'm sitting in the locker room. He comes in and he says something to me, and I'm like, what? And he said that I said something about him, and I really didn't. I mean, I'd say it on tape. Obviously, I don't bullshit. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he says, again, he says something, and all of a sudden he hits me, punches me in the face. So I stood there, and I went, this motherfucker just punched me in the face.
Other boys around or no?
Oh yeah, we're in the locker room.
All right.
So all of a sudden, I'm like, dude, I don't want to fight you. Because in my mind, I'm going to get fired like this. He's on top. I'm a fucking shit. I'm going to get fired. So boom, boom, he hits me with 2 more punches in the face. And I'm like, listen, I told you I don't want to fight. Now, if I punch you in your face 3 times and you stand there and tell me that, I'm going to shake your hand, tell you I'm sorry, and get the fuck away from you. Because obviously I can't hurt you, But he's so fucked up on drugs, he ain't thinking that way. He's not using his brain rationally. So I'm like, well, fuck, I got to do something here. So I grab him, hook him around the head, and I'm holding him like this. He starts biting me on my side. So I'm standing there, and I swear to God, I'm this nonchalant. I'm like, this fucking guy's biting me. He's fucking biting me. So I'm like, all right, I'll bring him down to the floor, right? Get better control. As I go to bring him down, his head slips out. So now I'm on my back. He's on top of me. So I'm like, well, fuck this. This is not a good situation. I got to get him off me. So I get him off me. I stand up. By this time, I think Jack came in. The agent came in. Lanza came in. And, I'm trying to get Jack in between us. This fucking guy wants to fight me. So I gave him a quick bip. And he stopped. And now he's like, get out of here. So he goes downstairs to his locker room. He had his own room with the bird. So I'm sitting there, and Heenan comes over to me, and he says, what happened? I'm like, I don't fucking know. He goes, why didn't you find him back? I said, because I get fucking fired. That's why. No, you won't. I said, yeah, I will, Bobby. I'll get fired, man. It's not worth it. You know what I mean? So he goes, I'll back you. I'll back you up. I'll go to the office and tell him he came in and start with you, blah, blah, blah. I said, you'll back me. He goes, yeah, I'll back you. So I go downstairs. And mind you now, I ran with the people who ran Chicago. So if something had to be done, it'd be easy. So I went downstairs. I start banging on his door. Who is it? I said, open the fucking door, man. Fuck you, I'll go to the office tomorrow, we'll straighten it out. I said, open the fucking door, because I'm going to kick your fucking ass. Fuck you. I said everything I could to get him out of that fucking room, and he wouldn't come. So we get on, we get on our plane, blah, 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 do our thing. He's sitting in the back, I don't pay him no mind. So then they get me a TV. Pat calls me into a separate place. He goes, I heard you got in a fight. And I'm like, I didn't get in a fight. So he looks like really befuddled, right? He's like, what do you mean you get in a fight? I said, I didn't get in a fight. He goes, yeah, you got in a fight with Koko B. Ware. I said, no, I didn't. He goes, what are you talking about? He goes, you and Koko B. Ware, started, punching each other. I said, no. Time out. Koko B punched me in my face 3 times. I didn't fight him back, so there was no fight. So now he doesn't know what the fuck to say. So he's standing there like, you know what? You know, Pat looked, he didn't know what to do. And I had said to Pat too, I said, I didn't throw a punch, so you can't fire me. Just like that to him. And he's like, okay, well, you know, it's whatever answer he fucking gave me, like just get ready to go on TV or whatever the case may be.
Right.
And that was fine. So then I was on another flight. Koko was in the back, and I went to use the pisser. I came walking back there, and he goes, hey, man, he goes, you know, like, sorry about, you know, what happened. And I said, dude, it's okay, man. I said, you couldn't fucking hurt me anyway. And I walked in, because I wanted him to fire back at me, because then we were going to throw down. But he never did, and I let it blow over, and that was the end of it.
Water under the bridge?
Water under the bridge.